one-on-one on Uhas Base TV. Today we'll be interviewing our outgoing executives and the incoming ones to get to know what the feeling is like, to be handing over to new executives, what they've been able to achieve during their tenure, and also what they are expecting from the incoming executives. All right, so His Excellency Fatal, you're welcome today.
Thank you.
To our show.
Thank you.
All right, so he's the provincial SRC president for Uhas. All right, so please, how do you feel handing over today? What's the feeling like?
Okay, so everything that has a beginning has an end, and from the very first day I was handed over to, I knew that there will be this day that I also have to pass on this power to somebody else. So it's kind of mixed feeling. So I would say I'm very happy to hand over to whoever is going to take power from me, and I'm saying it feels good. It feels good.
All right, so our president says it feels good. All right, so what have you been able to achieve being the provincial SLC president for Uhas? What have you been able to achieve so far?
Being the provincial SLC president for the whole campus, it has been challenging. A lot has happened. Most of our projects were curtailed for one major project that the whole SRC agreed for us to undertake. The coastal bus, which was a major project, so it's hard to make us put some of the provincial projects on hold. So it really had an impact on the provinces. Even though we had a lot in mind, we planned to execute a lot of projects, but that was a very big one. I am very sure most of the student body have come across the amount that the bus was costing. So it kind of put a lot of burden on the SRC that most of the things we plan to do had to be put on hold.
But I would like to ask, if the federal SRC is able to achieve something, surely it affects the province, right?
Yes, it does.
So you can call it an achievement?
Yes, that is not even the federal, it's an achievement of the SRC. But I would have liked that I would have, the bus as it stands now is for both provinces, but I would have liked to have an achievement only to the whole campus. That's what I would have been very proud of. Yes. It's rather unfortunate.
I try to say you were not able to do something in your team.
That is how it's almost looking like. But administratively, we've been able to change some structures within the SRC that those who take power from us wouldn't have to struggle. Wow. Yes, administratively, we've been able to do something.
So, Mr. Fatal, finally, we'd like to find out, what are you expecting from the incoming executives?
It's simple. I expect them to do more than we did. They should do more than we did. And I believe those men and women, they are capable. They will make us proud.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Thank you for engaging us on one-on-one. All right. So viewers, we'll be right back with more. Stay tuned. All right. So we have here with us the MSA president, and we'd like to ask him a few questions. What he's expecting from our incoming executives and what he thinks those who are outgoing did for the institution. All right, so Mr. Reginald, you're welcome. All right,
thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so please, what do you expect from the incoming executives?
To be honest, they've all said a lot whilst they were campaigning, so some of them have a lot of projects in mind. And I am saying, I believe the previous administration have done a great work. So I look forward to this sustaining the progress that has been achieved and doing better and doing more projects to help the SRC grow. So yes, that's it.
So do you think that the outgoing executives have done what they said they would do, but have actually done?
So I believe they've done the most daunting parts of everything they set out to do. So the major projects have all been achieved. I think the SRC bars, the whole canteen, spiral notebooks, and a host of the others, they speak for themselves. So these are achievements that speak for themselves. So maybe they might not have done everything they promised, but they have certainly done an amazing work. Yeah.
So that is from the MSA president. All right, thank you for engaging us on one-on-one today.
Welcome.
So viewers, stay tuned for more. Alright, so I'm here with a colleague and we are going to discuss so far what the outgoing executives have done and what we are expecting from the incoming ones. So Benedict, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
One-on-one.
Sure.
Alright, so
It's nice being with you.
sure. Alright, so we'd like to discuss like what the outgoing executives have done so far. What do you think about what they've done?
Well, I can boldly say they've really done so well, irrespective of the time. Because when they took over, when they took up, for the time frame for a whole full academic year was shorter than normal. Instead of the 1 year, I think they used like 6 months or yes, because of the pandemic. Exactly. And still pressing on, able to buy a bus.
Wow.
And
This SRC has done
yes,
so much.
the school is like getting 7 years now, and now SRC can boldly boast of a bus.
I think most of the SRC presidents that come do promise that, but it has not been a reality yet now.
But now you can see it's, going up and down, working and conveying students and all that, executives for administrative works. And I could say bravo, kudos to them because it's mind-blowing. It's not easy, but then they kept...
Can you pinpoint some of the achievements?
Achievements, yes. The first and foremost is the bus, actually, as we spoke about.
The almighty bus.
The almighty bus. And then also the spirit notebooks were shared to all students, every student on campus, including sandwich students. Yes, so the
sandwich students also.
Yes. Now they are back. The rest are even going to be shared to them. I think they've even taken them already. Yes, and then also these Vodafone SIM cards challenges that students were facing. Currently now, these problems have been resolved, and then now students can boldly, or they don't have any problem with their
Vodafone SIM. Data is very important.
Hey, buying data from your own pocket is not easy, but this one you are paying indirectly, so you don't really feel it.
Yes, that's bringing that in. That's what me, I've been enjoying it.
Free calls, free calls and all that, you don't really feel it. So I could say, irrespective of the limited time they had, they were able to do something great. And it's nobody will say, in fact, it was the beginning when they came and then they had to stabilize the system and all that. People were thinking, what are they going to do? They're not going to do anything, but
they've been able to achieve.
Yes.
Beyond imagination.
Exactly. And we also expect, personally, I expect that the incoming ones will do much more better. Yeah. In fact, this is, how to say, they say
you serve the stepping stone for them. So
they had to step on it and then also climb higher. Because from the outgoing federal president, it's like his interest is that, or his aim or his goal is that SRC would do more, or the state of SRC will be improved than what it is, the current situation, yes. So he's still expecting the incoming one not to be reluctant, not to retrogress the progress of it, but to continue with yes, because sometimes students will be comparing SRC and Uhas to other institutions, and that compare because the school, the institution have been there for about
so many years ago.
Yes, and then you increasing the dues to 100 days and all that, a whole lot of issues. But this year comes the bus season now, and then they are going to enjoy. You understand? So all those policies that came about is not for their own self-interest, but for the interest of the students. So we encourage that those coming will do better. Sometimes you don't need to listen to the noise from the people you are serving, but then just know what you want to do and then just focus. You surely do. Yes, it's about focusing. Because if I could say boldly that this current or they are going, this current and to actually hand over, had listened so much to what students been saying, they will be down and discuss. Yes, but God has been with them, and then also with their own effort, not their own efforts. I mean, they've really done well. The strength from God has really helped them, and then now they can boldly say they've really served the students, though not enough. I mean, they've tried, they've done their best. So all now the long and short talk is now to the incoming ones to do more and massive ones, and they should also forget to consult the outgoing, because they have been there, and then there's some challenges that
They have the experience.
Yes. And if there were some challenges, now that there are solutions or incoming, what do you call it, solutions on tables, how to put things right, so that they will not also meet the same mistakes, yes, or also make the same mistakes, or they meet the same problems, try to make things better, a lot better, to make serving students quite easier. I think they've done well. Kudos to the current or the outgoing executives, and then also to all committee chair members, and then the heads that also
work diligently.
Exactly. Oh, it's true. They've really done well.
Oh, I can see that.
They've really done well. But yes. Yeah, I also a witness that, and I know.
You've not even spoken about the media, how they
I didn't talk about it. See, I'm even part of it. I didn't talk about it. Yes, one of the achievements so is Uhas based TV media that has given some of the staff, even all of the staff. I would say all of the staff. They had the opportunity to also build more on their skills that they have, going out there boldly to do more. Yeah, this was actually an opportunity, because personally I had the interest, but where could I have started from? But I joined US Based TV, and I know of course you did, and I'm I'm still doing better. When you go out there, the other media, what do you call it, media houses that they need more people to do, and then once the interest is there, yes, just find a way through, and then things will be right. So this is so sorry, I forgot. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, you have to, I can't forget your TV. Yes, it has.
And this media house has
open opportunities
for some of us.
Yes.
Now, like when you pass by, everybody's calling you like you have
You're a star.
like a star or something.
You're a star. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. It's cool. It's cool, but we want it to get to another level.
Sure.
Yes, so the next level.
Higher. Expect more from you.
And we also expect, or we encourage all students to also be watching some of the videos, our videos on YouTube.
Please subscribe to our channel.
Yes, if you've not done it, so that's gradually
to the channel
exactly send to people outside Ghana. Those anyone you know, because we want to sell you as it's not just the name, but the school itself. We are selling the school. We are opening our tentacles for people to know what we are doing, and then what we so kudos.
All right,
kudos.
So that was quite an interesting conversation with my colleague Bernard. All right, so thanks for joining us on One on One.
Welcome.
All right, so viewers, that is it. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, right. So there's a question on board, and the question is it good as a lady or a gentleman, okay, to be double dating? So that's the question. So the question is it good as a lady or a gentleman to be double dating? So we are in this dispensation where people are so fickle-minded, in that today they wake up and they are so much in love with you, the following day they wake up and they are so much hating you. So we want to know, is it good or is it advisable to have a backup? I'll be moving from
is it a place I'm supposed to coming in there? No, it's from here. So
I'll be moving from seat to seat. And when I get to your turn, please, we want your candid opinion. Or maybe I should start. Should I start? Okay, so I'm going to use a story I heard as an example. So there was this gentleman who was dating this guy for like 4 to 5 years, and they broke up. And within 2 months later, the guy found out that the girl is already dating, and the girl has been dating for 4 months. They broke up for just 2 months. Later on, the guy realized the lady was dating this new guy for 4 months. So the guy got so much hurt and he died by suicide. It's a real story I'm telling you. The guy died by suicide. Could have been you, could have been me. So is it good to have to be double dating or to have an option when you are in a relationship or when you are dating? So should I go by my left or my right? Where should I start from? Maybe I should start from the back. Yes. Okay, so your opinion, please.
I don't think it's good to be double dating, but you made a comment that you have an option. So I don't think having an option is the same as double dating. So with option there, anything, because you never know.
So whilst you are dating this guy you are so looking at, right? Oh no, is that what you are telling us?
It depends. If the guy, yeah, it depends. If the guy is not doing certain things right, and
Guys, I hope you are listening. Please be taking cues. So
I believe the option is, I'm seeing those things I would want. I'll be looking. So if it doesn't work
but
out,
don't you think if your guy is not doing something, you have to tell him to do it?
so I'll tell you, if you still continue, that means that is who you are. So that will be it.
Oh, okay. Please, I hope you are all listening. Asafo. Oh, don't worry. You should talk.
Personally, I think double dating isn't the best way to go. In that, if your partner finally finds out that you are dating him or dating her alongside somebody else, I think emotionally it's going to cause a lot. I think presently I have my best friend going through that.
Hey, can you please share if you don't? If you want to hear.
Yeah, I think he's in the goal now. And he said,
The way she's smiling, I think she can relate. But don't worry, you'll get your turn.
the guy is in the goal and the girl is in the tech. Yeah.
Long distance relationship. Don't worry, we come to that.
See that? Yeah. So the girl was in a relationship first, broke up with the guy before dating him. Yeah. But when the girl went back to campus, I think they reconnected and reconnection took place. So she was dating the guy in school and then still dating the guy too over here. So finally, the guy happened to get the guy's contact. No, the lady saved the guy's her contact on the guy's phone, like some email, and it happened that the guy had he saw the girl's picture on the guy's DP. That was so let me check on the guy and see to realize that the girl is dating that guy and dating him. Currently, the guy is not even dating.
So the girl was playing safe.
Playing safe, like, if this goes on,
my
film and one can. So if this goes off, it's there. If this guy also goes off, it's there. So the guy is currently going through a lot. So I believe that wouldn't really help. So if I were this person, I think you should give the full concentration, the full attention to when tap to put well.
Okay, so next person. Oh, we should come to this side. Okay, so let me have the mic. If you want to talk, you don't want to talk, I mean, I'll call you. Please, we want to know your view on the topic. Is double dating advisable?
Well, it depends.
Well, you can share your personal experience if you have one.
I don't have a personal experience though.
Okay.
But then if you are looking at it as the word dating, I don't think it will be so much of a big deal. But then the example you are giving is as if they were courting, as in it was a full relationship, and then the woman was, or the lady was cheating.
Okay, so I think I understand you, but in the Ghanaian setting, our definition of dating semantically means courting, which is not supposed to be so, but that is what we have come to accept. Because dating in its sense is not courting. You can date as many people as you want, but in the Ghanaian typical setting, when someone says, I'm dating this girl, it means I'm courting her. So I understand where you are coming from, but let's look at dating loosely like that, yes.
Okay. Having said that, I don't believe it's important to have an option because it doesn't help you focus on the relationship, how to build it, how to correct the person if the person is going the wrong way also. So it's time wasting and emotionally disturbing. Yeah, you get scared. Will he catch me? Those kind of feelings. So I don't think it's necessary.
Okay, so that's DJ. Okay, so she said she doesn't think it's necessary to be double dating. Oh, no, we want to listen to you. You're looking fly, I must say.
I don't know what
I think I don't have a different opinion from what they have been saying. I don't think once you are dating, you have to focus on that person so that you can get the best out of each other. I just think that is how simple it should be. Okay, it's like they're all going in one direction. I want different opinions, please. Incoming Women's Commission.
Oh, you can share your personal experience too.
Yes, I don't have personal experience.
Hey, hear my.
Okay, so one thing I would say about this is that it's not necessarily double dating. But you see, when you friends with some people, that's the thing. You keep some of them as friends, you always there, me, but everyone friends zone them. Then you'll be watching everyone. So it's not like you give all the attention to one person so that if the person is misbehaving, you're not like, no, everyone on a friend zone. So if you think you are seeing what you want in one, then you go for the person. That is it.
Oh, okay. Honorable Benjamin, please, we want to listen to
Okay. So the question is, would you advise double dating, or do you endorse double dating? Yes, as in dating two ladies at the same time.
Oh, yes, of course.
Please speak to the hair of those at the back.
Yes, because you have to look for one good person. So, and I know that dating
Please
is
come
going
again.
on.
Come on. You said something here.
You have to
Look for
one good person.
amongst
so
the lot.
you can
Okay.
date as many as you want to choose
Okay.
one better person.
Wow. How many girlfriends do you have?
In fact, I'm in for polygamy. Yes.
Hey.
I'm for polygamy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's so interesting. So someone strongly endorse polygamy. Gertrude, what do you think?
In my opinion, it depends on the two individuals.
Okay.
If they agree to be exclusive, fine. But if you don't want to be exclusive,
So you also endorse open relationship. Your boyfriend can date whoever he wants.
the two individuals, if they agree, fine. I don't have a problem with it.
All right. So do you want to date as many guys as you want?
I'm open to the idea.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
I'm open to the idea.
Hey, please tender your application now. Please, I beg of you. She's ever ready, but only bounce and hear me fault, please. Okay. So, Reginald, we want to hear from you. What do you think? Okay, so get it. I'm told you are already dating all the guys in Uhas. Is it true? Is it true? Oh, okay. So are we dating? I mean, I don't know.
Apparently we are dating. Is it I'm dating all the guys in your house? Apparently.
Personally, I think double dating is a lot of work. That's my personal opinion because you will invest emotional parts of you in two people, and one person is calling for your attention, the other is calling for your attention. I think it's too much work, especially if you want to be productive in other areas like your academics and personal life. So I think it's a lot of work, humanizing. I'm just saying that adding that to it. No. Makes it look like a lot.
It means yeah, indirectly saying Ajman is a humanizer. But we all know he has 18 girlfriends. Just yesterday, 2 of his girlfriends left him.
Please, I apologize if I've called you.
Oh, no,
but that was not the intention.
Just like how Gertrude is saying she's dating me, but I'm not even aware. Oh no, the fact that you have 2 or 3 girlfriends doesn't make you a womanizer. No.
All right, thank you.
Tony, when he's done, you talk. Okay.
I think the Ghanaian society is making it difficult for us to answer this. But if not, then I think it's good to, going for open dating. I don't see anything wrong with dating.
Please, what do you mean by open dating?
That is when you open up, having more than 2, 3 people going out with them at the same time. You see, dating in context is different from how, when we indulge in it, the activities that we engage in it is different. Dating provides a venue for partners to assess themselves with the aim of coming out with something productive in the future. Look, in this modern world, before you meet the person is already going out with somebody. So automatically, you have opened up into what? Double dating.
Wait.
Oh, yes.
So, are you trying to say that?
Yes.
Everyone is dating or something?
That is the
are you dating? We just want to affirm your theory. Okay. Please, are you? Say she's not dating. Yes, everybody meets dating.
All right. Maybe in the presence of people,
he's denying.
My brother wouldn't tell us the truth.
Also, are you dating?
Yes.
Good. He is dating.
You see, dating is not about you having an affair with somebody. It's different.
Okay.
I'm married.
Oh, you're married?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I dated my wife for 9 good years.
Hey.
Oh, yes.
Please, wait. Yes. Let's analyze this. 9 years.
Yes.
4 years. Bachelor's degree. Master's, 2 years. Plus PhD. 4 years. Hey, brah.
Yes.
It is
not about me alone.
Oh,
no.
Let's clap for you. Hey, 9 years. He has experience, relationship experience. In fact, he's an institution by himself. If you are single, go and see him. But you see, in this 21st century, 2021, please, will you like to wait for 9 years?
No.
Okay, Rastiana, do you want to date your boyfriend for 9 years before he marries you?
I'm doing an experiment right now. Please, do you want to date him for 9 years before he marries you? 9 years. Girl, no patience, found.
Right. Let me tell you something.
Okay, wait though. Do you mean to say you started dating last year 1, year 2, year 3, or maybe in senior high school?
9 good years. 9 good years.
Please, let's clap for him. Let's clap for him again. 9 years. No, let's backdate 9 years. 9 years to be like 2011. What the kind 11? You misled me.
No, CJ, no. It is not 2011, 2009. I've married for almost 5 good years now. So, yes.
Wait, you dated her for 9 years?
9 years before we got married. And now I'm married, we are 5 good years now. So,
okay.
We started in 8, and then we got married.
That's interesting. I think I would have to take your number from here. Because, look, someone wants to know, when did you start dating?
You said,
when did you start dating, right? That's the question you want.
Let me tell you something. My perception and your perception is different. So
of course, we understand.
You don't try to put yourself in my shoes.
Yes,
it depends on whom you want to be.
Yes.
When I was about to complete secondary school, I knew the way that I was going to face.
Okay.
So I talked to myself. I wouldn't want to engage myself in, those kind of activities. So therefore, if I pledge that I have somebody, we are going out, we are studying ourselves, I have that mindset. So even if I go out and see somebody, nothing pushes me that I should approach the person. Do you get my point? That is what made me, and then what made us to, be together for these 9 good years. Look, I was saying that it was not me alone. Let me tell you something. There was something that after marriage, the woman told me, and then I wasn't aware. The woman told me, you were not the only person that I was dating. Yes, wait. You understand her?
Am I?
Yes. Good.
Am I?
She told me that you weren't the only person that I was dating.
Wait, though. She told you this after you married her.
But then, do you know something? Upon the numerous guys who came, he told them exactly what he told me. That until they get married, there wouldn't be anything like having an affair. And then those people couldn't wait to that thing to be materialized. But me, I know what I wanted. So for that 9 good years, I waited patiently without having anything to do with that.
Please, let's clap for him again. So, he has done well. Because any of you are not betting me 9 months. 9 years. 1 month to create day. Mr. Benjamin. 1 month to create day. Tony and Abeba. 1 month. 8 day. Not 9 years. Benjamin, unti me. 9 years. Boss, please.
So, senior, I think it's about mindset. What you want to achieve. Going forward, if you are in dating and you want to date another person, you don't hide the truth. This is where the problem comes in. When you meet another person, you tell the person point blank, hey, Charlie, me, I'm dating, but dating is not the same. I can date as many as...
But wait, please, let me go around and ask.
All right.
If I tell you I'm dating and I want to date you, would you agree? Oh, so you also endorse double dating? Okay, I'll come and propose to you. Please, if I tell you I am dating and I want to date you, would you agree to it? Why? She said she's not agreeing.
Like, there will be the very attention. You can't pay full attention.
I want me to give you 100% attention. The slide they grab me, man, 100% too. You want attention.
All right. She said she wants attention. All right. So, right now, I'm in home. My wife is somewhere about 12 good hours before I can get.
And since I want already
good. So I have to travel for about 12 good hours before I can get back to her. So right now, if I'm not giving you the attention, then before I come back, you have already gone out. That is why these things come in. When you are dating, you should take your time, consider a lot of things. It is somebody that you are coming to spend the rest of your time with. You don't be in a hasty, don't be in a rush to take a decision. Look, we are being moved by, look, guys, the secret is that per nature, guys are being moved by what?
Smith, listen to what he's saying. You've been in this school for 4 years. You've been nursing for 4 years. You are taking only certificate to your house. Not even a government to show to your mother. Please listen to him.
Per nature, guys, we are being moved by what we see. I know Gertrude, so let me use Gertrude as an example. Once I see Gertrude, it's her appearance, fair, those things. Guys, many boys were quickly. I have to what? Rush to her. That is per nature. What will make her to understand me? What I'm able to convince her, the romantic words that I will choose, that will make her also to what? Share. So they are romantic. They are also being moved by what? They are also being moved by emotions. That is per nature. But look, let me end it here, and let me tell you that relationship, marriage is mathematics. Yes. If you feel,
please understand, explain it.
Yes, if you feel this mathematics, your relationship will always be a standstill and you can't move forward. The truth is that, Senior Smith, when you see Sister Gertrude, you are the one that you have seen her first. So automatically, you have 100% feelings for her. But she has not seen you. You are approaching her, so she has 0% feeling for you. Take it serious. So it is up to you to make things right for her also to start having what? Feelings for you. So at that point in time, that is when she will tell you, go and buy me fried rice quickly. Even if it's raining, you go. I need this. No matter the circumstance, you go. Now once you are also getting her these things, then she also start what? Appreciate you. Now, it will get to a point in time, you will start saying that this lady is too demanding. Too demanding, too demanding, too demanding. What is happening? Then the love that you first had for her is what? Depreciation. And at this point in time, ladies, listen to this point carefully. And at this point in time, Smith has done everything possible to win you. So right now, what is happening? Your feelings is what? Going up. And at that time, the guy's feelings is what? Coming down. So you will reach at a point which is 50%. His own will reduce from 100%. Your own will increase from 0%. So you all come at a point 50%. Now, this explains when relationship collapse. Ladies are the most people who suffer a lot. When you reach 50%, then you are unable to control it. What happens is that the guy feeling for you is still coming down. He will reach 40%, and you, the lady, you are still going up because of what he has done for you. So at this point in time, if the relationship collapses, this calculation, it is what? The lady. This explains why when relationship collapse, ladies are more vulnerable to this trauma. Do you get my point? So please, when you meet the person, whether you are a male or you are a female, tell the person that you are dating. It is not wrong for me to date and then date you. It is wrong when you have something to do with the person and then you ignore the person. But here what you are doing is that you are understanding yourself. You have a lot of what should I even use as an example? You have a lot of maybe cows. You want to use one to prepare your soup. What do? You have to look around and see the one that you think it fits at that moment for your life soup. Do you get my point? So what do? You are understanding them. So my point here is that it is not wrong to go in for double dating, but it all depends on how the activities, the things that goes into that dating that makes it wrong. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so very much. Thank you. After listening, I feel like going to date 2 other girls this tomorrow. I can't bring in my application letter, but oh yes, I have like 18 girlfriends. No, 18 and a half girlfriends. But for now, say 18 and a half. So I feel like adding 2 more, making it 20 and a half. Okay, so we'll take our last comment on this topic from my very good friend.
Hello. Yeah, hi. I sincerely don't think that double dating is the best. But just like some people have already said, if your partner to an extent gives you a reason, then maybe it should be something you should be considering. I think the senior man here has thoroughly explained everything, so I side with him. Thank you.
Thank you. That was quite an interesting informal session. So how exciting is it to be given an opportunity to serve this noble institution? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christiana, and I'm elated to be your MC for the night. You're all welcome to this year's SLP handing over ceremony. There's a saying that goes that everything that has a beginning surely has an end. That is why you and I are present here to witness the transfer of baton from our outgoing executives to the incoming ones to also continue to stir the affairs of this institution. Alright, so before we start with anything, I would like to once again welcome all dignitaries present, executives and students present here. But before we begin, we'd like to have a word of prayer. So without much ado, we'd like to welcome Mr. Moses K. Aqua with a round of applause to give us a word of prayer.
Shall we pray? Father, in the name of Jesus, we bless you and we thank you, O God. We are grateful unto you for how far you have brought us. Father, word said, without you we can do nothing. Therefore, we involve you into this program. The Spirit of God, you come and take absolute control. Whatever plan of the enemy against the program, we pray that it will be thwarted in the name of Jesus. Spirit of God, have your way. And at the end, glory and honor shall be given unto you. We bless you for answered prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Indeed, God would have his way and this program would come to a successful end. Alright, so next we'd like to invite Miss Gloria Aquine Abo to give us the welcome address. Please let's welcome her with a round of applause. Please, we can do better.
I don't look like what I have been through.
Thank you very much. We are all welcome once again to this program. I'm very happy to be here this evening, and I'm sure every one of us here is also happy. We've really waited long for this day. Since last year, 14th August, when the baton was handed over to some of us to serve the SRC, yes, it's been a lot of hassle. But today, God willing, we are also here to hand over this baton to another group of people to take up the SRC executive positions and then do something new for us. I would like to encourage each and every one of us to sit down, relax, and enjoy this program. It wouldn't take long at all. Within the next 45 minutes to 1 hour, we should be done. So let us sit down, relax, and enjoy this program. You are all welcome once again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So that's our outgoing welcome. Let's give her a round of applause for that welcome address. All right, so next will be introduction of guests. So we welcome His Lordship, Yeboah Osei, to introduce our guests. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Hello. Okay, so I have in my hands here some dignitaries to acknowledge their presence before we start the program. But I must say we are very much privileged they joined us for tonight's handing over ceremony. In our midst is Honorable Remo Sunyin, and he is the Volta/Western Region Zonal President of NASA. Can we please see you? Let's appreciate him, please. It's not easy to be president for two regions. He's president for Volta and Western Region, the zonal president for NASA. We also have in our midst Right Honorable Lawrence Nyalengbe, who is the former Speaker of Parliament for the Uhas Parliament. Shall we please appreciate him, please? We also have in our midst, no, let me reserve this name for the last. We also have His Lordship Emmanuel Odoi, who is the Chief Justice for Ho Technical University, SRC. Shall we appreciate his presence, please? But last but not least, we have Right Honorable Jones Viglo, who is the former Speaker of the HTU Parliament. Shall we appreciate his presence? I reserve this name to be called last because of the fact that she's very, very unique amongst us. And like you all see, we reserve the best for the last. I'm very much privileged to call upon, not to call upon, but to appreciate the presence of the first runner-up for Miss Uhas. The name is Miss Gifty Ano. Right. Oh, please, let's clap for her. Let's clap. It's not easy to be Miss Uhas. It's not easy. None of you is wearing a tiara. She's the only one with a tiara, and you don't want to clap. Please, let's appreciate her out there. All right, so we are very much privileged to have you in our midst tonight actually. And I would want to welcome you to tonight's SRC/local notes handing over ceremony. Thank you.
My test is now a testimony.
Indeed, you're all welcome to this event. All right, so the next on the list is certificate for outgoing executives, and we'd like to invite Mr. Lawrence to. We'd like to invite His Excellency Felix Akpalu to do us that honors. Please let's welcome him with a round of applause. Okay, sorry about that. So we'd like to invite His Excellency Mr. Felix Akpalu to give us his outgoing speech. Please let's welcome him with a round of applause. We can do better. He's not coming because you are not clapping. Please do better. He has done so much, so you have to appreciate him.
It was you, my soldier on that battlefield. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, adum, wadum. Hey, adum, yami, adum, 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 yes.
Come introduce me.
Chief Justice,
the former Speaker of our SRC Parliament, fellow Uhas, good evening to you all. Let me also define the usual way of doing things by recognizing few individuals who have done so much for themselves. Everybody has done so well, but you can't take it away from me. I believe in the principle of meritocracy. Honorable Gloria Beniavo, the Federal SRC, the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Saki, our Chief Justice. If that is here, I would like to pay special tribute to Dati. There are people that we call them midnight. We sacrifice a lot for this US SRC. We made enemies because of SRC. People call us all sorts of names because of SRC. Honorable Julius Okai will forever remember. You can never tell the true story of this SRC that mentioned Julius Okai. He was not an elected executive, but in my marking scheme, he has done far, far better than some elected executives. I call him the chief of staff. And even in my old age, I will recommend Julius Okai to any portfolio. He's a 360-degree individual. He talks less and does more. I think he can do almost everything. Designing, photography, and he's going to have a very rich CV because if you look at all the programs we have done, he's the committee chair for programs and projects. So you can imagine. And of course, my vice president, he always says that hard work beats talent. We're interested in talent. If you're intelligent, we don't see the results. What's the use of your intelligence? So, we are results-oriented people. Give us results. So, we want evidence. So, enough of the eulogy. The Apalu Ajima-led SRC administration took over the mantle of leadership on 14th August 2020. Let me just give a summary of some of the things we have achieved. Despite the COVID pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, I still feel the effects of the COVID in our administration because we wrote several sponsorships to companies who are willing to give us 50,000, 30,000, 40,000. But they said, you know what, you came at the wrong time. We see the beautiful project that you want to do. Some companies were even willing to absorb all the 50 students that we earmarked to give them scholarship. But last minute, they said COVID has affected their returns. So COVID affected. So what we have done is actually 20% of our vision. If COVID has not affected our administration, we will do things that I can confident of 100 years and can never beat our record. 100 years, we will never beat our record. Because we work with double hearts. You can't beat us. Catch us if you can. We work midnights when people are sleeping. The SRC Coastal Bus is one of the things that we work hard to leave behind. revamping the whole campus canteen. It's been there for ages. People came and paid lip service to it. But of course, we cannot falter them because every administration has vision. We are leaving behind the 5-star SRC hostel. We are leaving it behind with caution. Julius and Benjamin manage that hostel 24/7. They are not full-time leaders, they are students. They write IAs, they attend lectures. If you speak to the Sunday students, they will speak highly about them. You see them on top of the building, monitor if the 2 polytechnics are full. They were climbing the building as if they were masons. That's the job process. Champions are not made in the ring. We only see the glory, we clap. But there are architects behind every success. Unfortunately, we had only 33% occupancy. But we manage the hostel, we are not leaving it in depths. Because whenever I see Alex Day hostel, it reminds me of the failure on part of some group of people to mismanage that hostel. Let me also see, Julius and Benjamin live there. They pay their own electricity bill. When government gives you bungalows, government doesn't pay your water bill. Government doesn't pay your electricity bill. We want to implement the reality on the ground. So you don't go and give the hostel to your boyfriends and girlfriends and live in it free. When it's time to pay the landlord, there's no money to pay. I told them they have to pay their own electricity bill. And they've done that for 1 year. You can never achieve anything if you're not disciplined. We're leaving behind, and I mean, they said 33% occupancy. So those who are coming to take over, more level handers have come to join the hostel. So you can't tell the good student of this university that at the end of 2020 academic year, the hostel is in debt. It will be a sad story. We've gotten 2 top 3 for the SRC, donated by the Vice Chancellor and Director of Institute of Health, Professor Margaret Japon. We came to meet more functioning SRC printing press. We are leaving behind functioning SRC printing press. As I speak, it's the functioning. So it's evidence. I'm not coming to tell a cock and bull story here. Go and see that it's working. We were able to distribute spiral notebook with 60,000 copies we produced. It's not been an achievement, but I'm forced to mention them because producing spiral notebook, organizing SRC week, repairing lowest benches are not achievement to boast about. Because the leader of the Makula Market Women Association can also do the same thing. Parliament just approved yesterday 25,761 Ghana cedis to provide financial aid to 30 billion needy students. And the Dean of Students was asking whether this is sustainable. I think it's sustainable. Those coming can do even better. And I keep saying that getting results for the students of this university is not done on pages. It's not done on campus feeder pages. Sharing flyers on pages and stuff. Everybody can do it. The result is on the ground. So instead of writing plenty letters, register, undertaking, Kofi Ama, I don't see the need to do that. We're able to negotiate with the registrar. So you know what? Open the portal for every student to be able to register and write their exams. They are not living in university. You will have an opportunity to pay back in the future. So those coming, you must walk, go to the people, talk to them. Stop sharing flyers on pages. Everybody can share flyers. Go to the people that matter. Talk to them. We also did our best in terms of humanitarian effort. We donated blood. Free 97 pints of blood. Our campus contributed 22, and whole campus did the rest. Organizations all over the world, you don't just target profits. That's why GMPC is giving scholarships for a reason. Your corporate social responsibility, your humanitarian effort, and volunteerism also play part. We must begin to see SRC as an institution, not for individuals. So the way we brand it, the way we reach out to people. So today when you go to the Black Bank of the whole teaching, we mentioned, I'm a student from Uhas. They give you recognition. So last time I spoke to the outgoing Health and Sanitation Committee chair. Somebody needs blood, who municipal hospital, please go and talk to them. They will give you a unit of blood. I think we will be able to get the result for free. If we give them 97 units and we need just £1 for our student, they will do that for a reason. So it's not just about doing events to get money into your pocket. Do events that will also save souls. I also have to commend the Welfare Committee Chair, Honorable Priscilla. She went around donating relief items to our students at the various COVID-19 treatment centers. It's also part of humanitarian effort. So students must begin to see, and somebody sent me a message early in the morning, Honorable, we are very grateful. The Honorable Committee Chair brought us drinks, biscuits, and all that in the treatment center. We really appreciate it. It's one of a kind. She didn't need to come to SRC celebration to appreciate SRC. SRC must see itself as an institution that must reach out to everybody. So when people focus on SRC celebration, sports, if you don't do this, you haven't achieved. Who told you that every student needs to invest in the SRC week? Not every student. They will not have income. Organize free dinner, not all of them come to a hostel. So those are certain things that everybody can feel appreciated that SRC cares for all of us. We're able to replace about 100 Vodafone SIM cards. Who lost their SIM cards. So please, there are modalities that we have put in place to ensure that people can get their SIM cards replaced. So those modalities are part of the handing over that we'll give to you. But we managed to replace 100 lost SIM cards. Then, like I said, we came up with policies that, apart from the SRC, I must commend this administration that we were able to generate an IGF over 25,000 Ghana cedis. We have Honorable Fatau selling lab coats, Honorable Gloria selling cloth. She's been cutting the cloth for us. And Honorable Janet, so many executives, we empowered ourselves, we were able to do that. 25,000. If you look at the amount of money we used to revamp our canteen, it's less than this. It tells you that in one administration, we generate an IGF that was even more than what we used to revamp the canteen. So we didn't just took from the account, we put back into the account. You don't drink water from a well and close the well. And of course, we organized music under the auspices of UCO. We rebranded the Miss Uhas. But of course, we have a long way to go. But I must commend the UCO because for the first time we were able to create a policy document. So we couldn't just go around and be organizing Miss Uhas with a policy document because we went to reputable companies, and the first thing they ask is they want to know the objective of Miss Uhas. Because I don't know what do you intend to achieve. So serious corporate organization, if you don't have objective, you don't even sponsor it, you are just a joke. So we need to develop a policy document, aim, objective, when it was founded. We were even organized without logo. So that means you guys has a logo. And those are the logos that we are promoting. So I have to congratulate the Honorable Gloria for putting her shoulders to the wheel. It's not easy. And I must commend Park and Go Travel and Tour, who are bent on ensuring that the winner of Miss Uhas 2021 goes to Dubai and Kenya for free. And we say, when Ajima and I started our campaign, we said rebranding Uhas as a redefining student leadership. Somebody said Ghanaians have short memory. I don't think those in this room have short memory. Rebranding Uhas SRC, redefining student leadership, the progress team. We promise progress. We are still promising progress as we stand here, though. We put in certain structures of the SRC. Creation of official receipt for the SRC. It built my imagination that people could sell items of yours as I worth 25, 50 cities without receipt. Incredible. When you buy Coke at Linda Door, they give you receipts. And SRC is more repeatable than Linda Door. Not popular, more repeatable because it's an institution formed by an art or supported by an art of parliament. So we should be doing better. So please, those incoming executives, please stop selling SRC items without receipt. Give receipts. Because intelligent students, they walk out of them and laugh at you. Sorry, SRC come to my they got more receipt. Because they know we don't give receipt, you can still steal the money, because receipts. Then you can easily be audited. We Also, creation of official Momo account. So please don't come to the office and be using your personal, transfer the money into my account. The SRC is not for you. You don't personalize the SRC. So we created official Momo. We have not handed over. We've actually handed over the Momo account. So the incoming treasurer, she's the one carrying the phone now. Motivation for the SRC executives. Yes, I don't think those will come and reduce allowance of parliamentarians. Will you come and reduce it and go back to changing cities? I know there are some political apparatchiks who are campaigning, but it's normal. In politics, it's normal. They say SRC bus, they don't think it's a priority. Misuse is not a priority. They increased the SRC dues by 100%. I don't think it was too harsh. Some candidates said they wrote all articles. And I'm praying that when they win, if they don't reduce it, I'll be surprised. Again, let me congratulate US-based TV. So all the men and women who did a human job for US-based TV, they deserve a round of applause. So let's clap for them. Let's clap for them. Let's clap for them. We came to Parliament and we wanted to buy instrument for US-based TV. People made ridiculous comments. Can they take pictures with their phones? It tells you the mentality of the people we have in among us. If you take pictures with their phones, you don't respect your SRC. Take pictures with their phone. Even celebrities these days even have photographers who edit pictures for them. If you see them in their real life, they are different. But when you go to their Facebook, Instagram page, it's like they just descended from heaven. The whole SRC that is taking dues for us, and you don't have your official. So I must commend this administration. We have official photographer, do photography. We have official designer. So every file of the SRC, there's a certain standard you must meet. So go and check on Instagram pages, go and check Facebook. It's not everything that we post there. And I have to commend the Honorable Phyllis, the editorial committee chairperson, fantastic woman. You know, sometimes I say her thing, she tell me, Honorable, this one I can't put you on the page because it doesn't mean the standard. You of all people, why are you sending this in? I said, sorry. I will send it back to the designer to do a better job. That's the professionalism we want. People don't sit in barbering shop, sit in market, take their personal pictures and post Instagram pages. I told her, there was a time that she sent to me, Phyllis said, Tein sent a picture for her to post on the Instagram page of yes. I said, no, SRC is not for Tein. Don't put that picture on the page. If she said, ask her. But the more you put Tein flyer there, Tesco will come. And when you refuse, what picture are you painting? I said, don't put it there. SRC must be apolitical. Even though they will tell you, don't they vote. But we now have to be serious. Our relationship with Global FM is still there. So those coming, if you want to do some adverts on all that, contact them and they will help you, because if you go there without that relationship, they will charge you higher. The Medical Student Association has that relationship with them. That's why they do the virtual college every Saturday. I don't know whether they pay or but if they pay, it's just a peanut. So I just tap into it because if MSA is able to have that relationship and the whole SRC, it's surprising. We have unfinished businesses. It's up to the incoming executive to take them up if they want to. We cannot prescribe to them. We've established a good relationship with Vodafone Ghana. The director of works in physical development, they are actually help us. So they have a development plan to construct Vodafone Ghana bus terminal at the permanent site. The plan is there. Works as that plan. So Vodafone told us that because of the COVID, we didn't come early. Corporate social development, they have a timeline that they accept them. So next year, we should remind them they'll come and build a bus terminal for us. The Trafalgar Auditorium revamp. People have insulted the Sonam pages, MSA pages. They insulted some of the executives. That we are not doing anything about it. We've written so many letters to management. Management actually has a plan to revamp the canteen. They have phase 1, phase 2. But the reality is that you need money. And I've said it many, many times. You see, if I tell the number of students who owe school fees, you'll be shocked. So you go and tell register canteen. You look at the present. Where is my salary to revamp the canteen? If I start sacking your students to leave the rooms now, you come and be begging. They should be allowed to stay in. We need money to revamp the canteen. So executives, you are leaders coming. I mean, you all campaign on promises. The whole provincial president. The last time I was listening to his manifesto. I'm praying that he realizes that for us, because he will actually transform the essence like White House. But we need to be realistic. You need to be balanced. You are not on campaign trail when you are dealing with management. So please, you need to be balanced. So management will work out. So the income executive will just follow up, check up. And please, let me make this point. When you write a letter to anybody in management, don't sit down and expect them to call you that, please, we receive your letter, oh, come. You'll be the biggest dreamer. You keep follow up. You know, when I say Smith smile, something comes to his mind. You call until the day will tell you, please, I'm supposed to start working from 8 going. You don't call me at this. The phone calls. So please, you have to persist. The treasurer will share her experience with you when you come to my Mr. Rigori. You send the check, will tell you this will have to be like this. Please go and check it and come. If they're like, go, don't come. The coastal bus, unfinished business, because we paid part of the money to ADB. It's a commitment we made. We created a debt, but it's not a bad debt. Let me explain. This SRC administration, I stood before council, his lordship chose to ask me, hey, you are increasing the dues for feeders to Johannesburg. What is the call for? And I told council that we want to buy a bus. So if not because of the bus, we wouldn't have increased the dues to 100 cedis. Please, everybody in this room should listen. Had it not been the bus, we wouldn't have increased the SRC dues. So if the population of the students were, say, 5,000 times 50 cedis, 250,000, assuming all students pay 50,000, 250,000, that's 2.5 billion old Ghana. By doubling the dues, multiply it, 500,000 Ghana cedis, all things being equal. Now, assuming every year the SI is supposed to pay to ADB, assuming 200,000, assuming. Now, what it means is that they also created a debt. I provided you an opportunity to pay the debt and still have money to spend. Because without the increment, you are entitled to 250 Ghana cedis, 250,000 Ghana cedis. With the increment is 500,000. So even assuming, and the population is more than 5,000 now, assuming that it's even 5,000, it means that even if you pay 200,000 to ADB as interest, assuming, you still have 300,000 left, which is still far more than what you would have come to meet if we didn't increase the dues. How much would we have got if we didn't increase the dues? It's 250,000. Now we have doubled it for you, 500,000. You pay 200,000, you still have 300,000, 50,000 assets. I hope I'm making sense. So even after paying part of the debt to ADB, you coming, you still have more money to spend if we didn't receive the insult, receive the bullet by increasing the dues. Get your mathematics right. So, and more importantly, the bus is going to be generating revenue to pay for itself in terms of generating some interest. Then also the amount of money you spend on Nooks Congress bus and all that, you have bus now available to you. So your administrative expenditure on transportation has been taken care of by the bus. Of course, talk about rebranding. We are rebranding the association. We are selling out the association. We have marketed SRCs to the extent that somebody told me on a page, this page is for this executive. Why are you posting everything SRC on this page? I said, please, I'm on this page because I'm SRC president. Sorry, next time I won't post it. I said it today. Tomorrow I'll hand over, so I'll leave that page. The reason being that when that bus is in town, we take it to Accra, Kumasi. What is written on it? The Student Representative Council, University of Health and Allied Sciences. You are marketing a university. You are marketing SRC. So the little boy in Kupobite may wouldn't have heard about US SRC before, but the bus going by, he sees it. Hey, US also has SRC. So it's part of the rebranding strategy. So I don't think there's any justification, any administration come and say, oh, we bought a bus, we have to pay. We made more money available for you. like I said, unfinished business. We try working with academic unit for the library to be open every day. But I must acknowledge that the management also have staff issues and all that. So when we wrote letter to the dean to management, they agreed that this period, exam, even Sundays, they will come and work so that people can study in the library and all that. My prayer is that the subsequent administrations, when you come, don't let it end there. Continue to see the director of academic affairs. Now we have a new director, substantive director of academic affairs now, who used to be secretary to council. I know him very well. Negotiate with them and they can see how they can work the library every day so that students will appreciate and maximize the use of the library. Having said all this, I want to finish what this administration has achieved, that every member of the administration, you should be very, very proud of yourself, what we have done. We had our own challenges. The challenges didn't prevent us from what we want to achieve. To the incoming executives, I would like to say, Benjamin and I have been saying something. When we took over office, we had few problems, how to deal with management, a few things. But I remember somebody told you, do you know the reason why a car has a reverse? You can move back and change your course of direction. Keep learning. I have not made money by being SRC president. I have not become more famous by SRC, but there's something why I took out this position. I know my weaknesses. I know. Like Okonkwo was afraid of failure. That's why he was always portraying himself as a strong man. Read those things fall apart. Because the father was a weakling in the Movia town. So he didn't want to be like the father. That's the reason Okonkwo was doing all that I was doing. I'm a refined man now. So this, occupying this position, provide opportunity to learn from top-notch people in management. Top-notch people. Take advantage of it. And the mantra that we have in our political culture, which is very bad, we vote for it to go and fight management. Who here can fight management and win? You want to fight management? Are you going to use gun? Or writing illegal articles, hijacking emails? Is that how you fight management? No. If you try it, you'll fail. That's the political I came to meet here. I never saw that in KNUST. I came here, that's what the political culture people have done. So when we started out, we wanted to implement the same. Others no, it will not work. Because somebody tried and failed. And I remember, reverse. I reversed the car. I reversed the car. When I reversed the car, I realized that we were just moving smoothly. So please, incoming executive, make sure the reverse gear of your car is not damaged. And learn. Thank you very much, all the audiences. And I want everybody to give a round of applause to all the outgoing executive. And God bless you as SRC. Thank you.
God bless Uhas SRC. Let's give it up once more for the federal president for such a detailed speech. Alright, so next is introduction of chairman. You know, for every event, there's a person who takes leadership for all the processes of planning the event. So we'd like to introduce our chairman. So, Right Honorable Samuel Saki will do that for us. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
I know you're up there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us.
Thank you very much. I'm very glad to be given the opportunity to introduce a very special person who will be chairing the event for us. This is a man we all know very well. He is one who is a cellular and molecular microbiologist, and also one who has interest in public health and antimicrobial resistance. He is a medical laboratory scientist licensed by the Allied Health Professionals Council of Ghana. in April 2020, he was appointed by the Vice Chancellor of this university to be the head of the Uhas COVID-19 Testing Center. He also was the head of the Department of Biomedical Sciences of the University of Health and Allied Sciences. He is a senior lecturer of this university, and he is currently serving as the Dean of the Students' Affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, with a great round of applause, let's welcome Dr. Pabna Dodi.
Good evening to you all. I was wondering where he went to pick all that he was reading. It's good to be here again. I remember a little over a year ago, when this current administration was taking over. There was a lot of interest to see what would become of the SRC following that day. Have our hall weeks, have our inter-hall games and all of that. We are looking forward to some of these. And for some of you too who go to main campus, you may have noticed that close to the ZBBS hostel, there are also 4 blocks like the ones here which are coming up. Those ones are supposed to be completed by July 2022, next year. It's a 1-year project, and for the first time, management of this university went to council to seek approval to take a loan. So what happens is that the university always run hand to mouth. That is why they chase students a lot for school fees. Because money don't come from anywhere to run the university. So for those of us who have to run activities and all that, the only times you can get things to be bought or ordered and all that is the beginning of the semester when freshers have come, because they usually pay their fees, and then towards exam. That is when money is in the system to run the university. In between is always a struggle. And that is why we have to encourage ourselves to pay our school fees so that the university can run smoothly. And so, at a point when the housing deficit has become very prominent, the Vice Chancellor decided that, you know what, but we have decided not to borrow and spend and have debts in this university. If you go to other universities, the debt they have is bigger than them. Check with University of Ghana. But they decided to do this. So we are hoping that the 1-year timeline, the contractors are seriously on it. They'll be able to meet it, because this time is a loan they are taking to build that particular resort block. So we are hoping that some of these things will improve upon the housing deficits that we have. The current SRC executives also initiated some discussions that should be able to help improve our transport situation as well. So we've had meetings with Dialolo, and we are expecting that from next academic year they will come in and augment what the Metro Bus is doing, so that we will break the monopoly. Sometimes it's very sad that students will close, they are on the main campus and they are stranded and there is no bus. Sometimes we call Metro Bus and they just tell you stories, because it's as if you don't have any option, so you just rely on them. But hopefully we are expecting that we will get some additional buses from our alumni. Previously they wanted to come in, but they wanted to charge higher. But now, from the last conversation I had with them, I hope they don't change their mind. They wanted to stick with the 2 city which Metro Bus is currently taking, at least for the start. And they are also willing to bring in a lot more buses, so that we don't have to park ourselves like sardines when we are going or coming back. So I hope that the situation will improve. Another key thing that I think happened this last academic year was the COVID-19 institutional outbreak that we had, which affected most of us, including myself. We are hoping that in the coming year, we wouldn't get ourselves into some of those situations. But one of the sad things was that people test positive and they don't care about each other. And they will still go exposing their colleagues to it. We should try and repent. Okay? When you know you've tested positive, don't live in unbelief and go affecting other people. It wasn't a very easy journey for us. And for those of you who were at the treatment center, at least there is the one person I can mention his name, and even though he's taller than me, I know he won't do anything. Right now, I was at the treatment center, and he was calling every day. He says, oh, he wants to go home. He wants to go home. He wants to go home. He will be better off at home. The conditions and all of that. But that was what we could put together at the time to at least try and contain it. Let's all be responsible for each other so that at the end of the day, we will get the best out of the SRC. And finally, we also remember what happened with our Miss Uhas activities. So let's try as much as possible. Sometimes there are situations which are beyond us. Because at the time when we had an outbreak, we were struggling to find places for isolation. The isolation centers and the hospitals were all full. And so there was a need for an intervention to be made. And in fact, that intervention did not even originate from the university. It originated from the Regional Security Council, following a recommendation by the Regional Public Health Emergency Preparedness Committee. And I'm aware they met the day just before that circular at the Regional Hospital Auditorium to assess the situation, to assess what they have, what they didn't have, and the best way forward. And at that point, they realized that if something is not done quickly, they won't have anywhere to isolate. There was also a social outbreak in Technical University, Nursing Training College. And so it was all over the place. But Uhas was more prominent because we have a testing center where we can easily test. So we were testing more. The teaching hospital, the Technical University and others, they were bringing their samples to us. We had most of them going into backlog because some of us even at the testing center tested positive. And so our staff numbers went down. It was a difficult time. And I hope students will forgive us for not making you have the way you wanted. I hope you forgive us. No. Maybe you will call Vivian again to come and then start the whole thing all over. On that note, let me say a very big congratulations to the outgoing executives for what you have done. I know you've not had it easy. Wahima have had to come from Ohoi all the time. Coming, lectures are going on there. Sometimes she arrives late. And at the point, people were asking whether it was a good idea to have a federal executive in Ohoi, considering the stress she was going through. But I think otherwise. That is something that we need to encourage because we all belong to the US SRC fraternity, so they should have equal opportunities. And I think that if we strengthen our provincial system, that pressure will reduce. We have a provincial system which doesn't really work, particularly when you come to work. Pata will tell you. Sometimes you just go up and down as if he's there, he's not there, and all that. But let's look at how we can strengthen the provincial system, where the federal executive can just be there, providing the enablement for the provincial factions to be able to function. Then they can focus on some strategic activities. Then it becomes a lot more exciting. Then when it comes to elections, everybody is not chasing federal SRC president. Local groups, they are also there as if they are not there. We need to strengthen some of these, let me call them institutions within the SRC. We need to give them the opportunity to be relevant. So that, you see, the SRC being a leader and all that, it's just an opportunity to develop your skills. Okay, so we need to create these opportunities for as many people as we have. We need to create these opportunities and encourage one another. Because you wouldn't know where you be tomorrow that you need these skills. So once again, let's try and eschew the pettiness, and then let's look out for the good in one another. Let's hone in on that, and let's make every single person matter and count in the SRC. On this note, I've given all my remarks already, except to be the chairman of this occasion, and I hope that we'll finish quickly and go home. I'm already feeling sleepy.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dodo. Quickly, we'll move on to the main reason why we are all gathered here. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce our newly elected executives to the Uhas fraternity. I'll begin with Miss Victoria Kosia Apple, the local news secretary for Whole Campus. Please come forward. If you hear them, please come forward. Next, Mr. Fadil Mohammed, local news president for Whole Campus. Mr. Peter Sadari, provincial treasurer, Whole Campus. Mr. Adam Kwame Jr., provincial president, Whole Campus. Ms. Viviana Preku, women's commissioner, provincial women's commissioner, Whole Campus. Getchu Banini, federal treasurer. Ms. Anna Echasiao, SRC Women's Commissioner, federal. Mr. Akabwa Patrick, SRC Secretary, federal. Last but not the least, I'd like to introduce our SRC President, incoming acting SRC President, Mr. Kwenu Higan Partner. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our newly elected executives. Permit me to apologize first to all of us. Some of them are not available at the moment. They are away on their VT, and they will be introduced to us when they arrive. For now, quickly, we'll call on His Lordship, Yeboah Osei-Kwame Isaac. Okay, so please take your seat for us. Thank you very much.
So good evening once again. We've gotten to a very important session within tonight's program, and that has got to do with the swearing of the incoming house. And quickly we want to do it within a span of 10 minutes, then we are out of here. So I will start by calling first of all the local note executives for both the whole and the corporate province. If they are here, they should please bring me up here. Ahoy. Ahoy, please, where are your executives? They are having their vocational training. Okay, so please, those going to Hawaii, let them know that once they haven't been sworn in, they are not yet constitutionally regarded as executives. So wherever they are, they have to see me in my office for myself to swear them in before they start work officially. So till then, they are not regarded as HRC executives. Please, someone should let them know that. Okay, so this. Kindly repeat after me. So anywhere you see I, then you mention your name. We are using the executive officers. So I. Please, they can't hear you. I. Having been elected, then you add your position. Do hereby in the name of God swear that I will at all times faithfully and truly serve the SRC in my capacity as. Can you mention your capacity? That I will support and uphold the principle of meticulous accountability at all times, financially and otherwise. That I will seek the welfare of the students of the University of Health and Allied Sciences, in particular in the welfare of the students of Ghana in general. I further solemnly swear that should I at any time break this oath of office, I shall submit to the penalty prescribed by this Constitution. So help me God. By the power vested in me as the Chief Justice of the SRC, I declare you all solemnly sworn in as executives of the SRC for the 2021-2022 academic year. Congratulations. Please take the oath, go through it, and make sure that you go by whatever you said here. Because once you break this oath, you will be penalized. So we quickly move to the provincial executives. For Ho and Hoboy, provincial executives. So once again, the Hoboy executives are not here. like we did earlier, anywhere you see I, you mention your name. Anywhere you see all right, so I, having been elected, do hereby in the name of God swear that I will at all times faithfully and truly serve the SRC in my capacity as, and that I will support and uphold the principle of meticulous accountability at all times, financially and otherwise, that I will seek the welfare of the students of the University of Health and Allied Sciences, in particular, and the welfare of the students of Ghana in general. I further solemnly swear that should I at any time break this oath of office, I shall submit to the penalty prescribed by the SRC Constitution. So help me God. By the power vested in me as the Chief Justice of the SRC, I declare you all sworn in as executives of the SRC for the 2021-2022 academic year. Congratulations. You can take your seat. So, federal executives. Okay, so like with this, anywhere you see I, mention your position. Anywhere you see a position, mention your position. Please speak that we all hear. So I, having been elected
as a secretary,
do hereby in the name of God swear that I will at all times faithfully and truly serve the SRC in my capacity as, and that I will support and uphold the principle of meticulous accountability at all times, financially and otherwise, that I will seek the welfare of the students of the University of Health and Allied Sciences, in particular, and the welfare of the students of Ghana in general. I further solemnly swear that should I at any time break this oath of office, I shall submit to the penalties prescribed by the SRC Constitution. So help me God. By the power vested in me as the Chief Justice of the SRC, I declare you all sworn in as executive officers of the SRC for the 2021-2022 academic year. Congratulations. So we shall call upon the acting SRC President.
Lay it girl, I'm Mr. DJ, my baby. It's only that we do what you can do morning. I've been the fellas to go bend down, just say. Beating the jiggle, my friend, I see my young. I know the echo, that I'm Mr. Kanakati. Watch out for me, nigga, I got Charlie Watty. And every single lady, and the swing, come on, let's go, yo. Don't boom it in my explosion.
DJ, thank you very much. So, thank you, sir. All right, so the president, acting president will take his oath of office, then. So anywhere you say you mention your full name, anywhere you see your position, you say appointed as acting SRC president. So shall we? Please we can't hear you. Having been appointed to the office of an acting SRC president, do hereby in the name of God swear that I will be faithful and true to the SRC, that I shall strive at all times to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the SRC. And I hereby dedicate myself wholly, without fear nor favor, to the service and welfare of the students of the University of Health and Allied Sciences, in particular, and of Ghana in general. And I uphold the Constitution of the National Union of Ghana students. I further solemnly swear that I will conform to the principles of strict accountability financially and otherwise, and that should I at any time break this oath of office, I shall submit myself to the dictates of the SRC Constitution and suffer the penalty therefrom. By the power vested in me as the Chief Justice for the SRC, I officially declare you as acting SRC President for the 2021-2022. Congratulations. The federal SRC executives take their seats now. So the president and your federal executives should take the front seats.
Thank you very much, His Lordship. Congratulations to our newly elected executives. Newly elected executives, can you take your stand in front for us? Thank you very much. Future executives, please, any documents, kindly hand over. If you have any documents, you can hand over. Yes, so exchange of documents and vows and everything. Vows. Oh no. Yeah, so President and Vice, kindly deliver all to the acting president now.
You're the engine that makes all things go.
Yeah, so please face them.
I see your light in the dark, smile on my face when we all know it's hard. There's no way to ever pay you back. Bless your heart, know I love you for that. useless. I don't know if this helps it, but good job. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, 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 yeah.
Okay.
You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, 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 yeah.
6 in the morning. As soon as you walk through that door, everyone needs you again. The world's out of order. It's not a sound when you're not around.
All day on your feet, hard to keep that energy.
It's like that cheap. When you get it from my cheap.